Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is having a blessed and wonderful day. First off, as always, I want to say welcome to my latest subscribers. I welcome you to this channel. This channel is to glorify the righteousness of God while being real and transparent before you all. Thank you so much for joining this channel. I hope that you are blessed by the old videos. I know it's been, people who have commented on my restoration and just various different things. I just wanted to say, please go back from the beginning. This has been a journey, a true journey, and those who have been with me from day one know it have been a true journey over a course of, in total, I just was thinking about this. I think I said this in a previous video, but it's been like 4 years in total for this journey. But this is a thing, you guys. I have always said to the Lord that I was gonna follow Him no matter what, no matter who did, whether it was my husband, whether it wasn't my husband or my children or whomever. I was always going to follow Him because it is so important to me that my relationship is based around our intimacy and not just based around what I want Him to do for me when it comes to the desires of my heart and reconciliation, and restoration with my husband, or even, my children completely being restored back to, Christ. Um, this has been a journey where I have heard, leave him where he is, you put in too much time, it's water under the bridge. Um, I don't think that's what God wants for you. I've heard a lot of different stuff. Um, Basically to let go. And at times my flesh wanted to. But you know what? God will always come back as beautiful, as wonderful as He is, and remind me, gently reminding my heart that that's not what He told me to do. He didn't tell me to let go. We can't base our choices and decisions around the opinions of other people, nor can we base our faith upon what other people see. Because what's meant for us is meant for us. And we don't get to determine how long that is. We don't get to determine how the journey is going to be. What we should all know is that when God is for us, nothing can be against us. So therefore, with that, we should know that there is a blessing on the other side of our obedience, regardless of the journey, the hurt, the pain, the not understanding. But I feel like hurt and pain to me is like a choice. It's like you choose to hold on to the hurt and pain. Basically, you're holding on to the obvious of what you can do when it isn't. It's like it's obvious that what a person is doing to you hurts you and puts you in pain, but you have a choice whether you're going to stay in that hurt or that pain. And when you're really moving and living for God, I find it virtually impossible, and I've said this before, that that's a place that you will continue to stay. And no one, no spouse, no one should be able to dictate our emotions. We should not be stuck in wrong emotions, attitudes, and behaviors. And I have to continue to keep saying this, especially for my new subscribers. I want to say to you guys, restoration to me is about us being restored to Christ first. It's about our hearts really being aligned with His purpose, His glory, His will for our life. And as that is so, and we are intimate with Him and we are sharing with Him everything, I don't care if you're mad, if you're glad, if whatever emotions that you go through, always share, always be honest with the Lord, because He can see it. Because the goal is He don't want you to stay in that place. He wants you to evolve. He wants you to see past the things in which, have been hurting you so much. He wants you to see things in a bigger way. There's no way that you would have told me before I got delivered that love was based upon being unconditional. Now, I've heard unconditional love, but I've come to know what that really means by standing for my husband, loving without conditions. That is the goal. That's having unconditional love for someone. And a lot of times we as people, we only love by conditions. We continue to keep saying how much we love a person. And we're saying that because they're showing us love back. But when you're tested and tried, when it comes to that love that you confess, oh my goodness, that's when you're really going to know. You're really going to know the love in which you really carry for someone. Because you should be in a place where, regardless if they're showing you love or not, you're going to continue to keep showing them love because God is love. And God love should live through you. And as a result of that, and your humbleness, through that, and your obedience through that, God will most definitely move on your behalf. I know sometimes it's time that really causes us to say, I'm over this. But I like to believe that time gives you time and access to God, so that when the spouse calls or the spouse comes around, they can hear and see Christ in you. You're not responding to them the same way. You're not talking the same way. You're not, behaving the same way. They are really seeing the light of Christ in you. At first I wasn't going to say all of that. I was really going to come on here and let you guys know what I've been doing. And I had been fasting and praying. I've been off of YouTube. I will post certain things to keep encouraging you guys. But as far as physically making a video, I would just, I have been off here fasting and praying. And now, you guys, you don't know, but I'm about to tell you, I am sitting in the house of my husband, the house that, he had originally got for us and our family. And I just got here yesterday. And I can honestly say God has listened to my cries, my pleas, my requests, my petitions. It's like my husband is, first of all, my husband has always been beautiful. Even when I just was like, I'm just over him. But he's always been a beautiful person. Just to be in his presence now, and how he is so embracing and attentive and expressive and passionate and just vulnerable. I love that so, so much. I've missed my friend. I've missed my lover. I've missed, just so many great things about him. Now, keep in mind, we have been talking since last May. And I would have came here. I was supposed to come for my birthday in November, but I didn't. It wasn't time for me to. I like to think that everything that's happening is strategic by God, because there's things, guys, that you may think you're ready for until you put to the test. And what I mean by that is, sometimes you think you can be ready to, embrace your marriage and be back with your spouse, but your spouse may not be where you are. And that can come with great frustration. That can come with disappointment. And if you're not, grounded in God and seeing it from his point of view and not your own, you can actually set a spouse back, because sometimes we think that they're going to be perfect and just made over. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some that come back and they're like legitimately just ready to go. Like they have completely did a 360. But then you get some that come back who recognize their wrongdoing. They're sorrowful for their wrongdoing, but yet they still have things they have to work out within themselves, between them and God. And as they're doing that, we have to have patience for them to get through what they're going through. We have to have the love and the sensitivity to be able to recognize that, because sometimes if we're not able to recognize that, we can go into a spirit of offense. And I'm just grateful that God, allowed me to take my time and to come back and just really be ready, for my husband. I love him so much. I love him so much. And it is my hope and expectation that he just flourishes in God, and that God will pour on him his spirit, and that he would just live his life on fire for God. One thing my husband has always said to me is that he knew I was praying for him, and he's happy that I didn't stop. So to all the wives and even the husbands, don't stop praying. They feel that. They feel it. But we have to recognize sometimes you guys, I got to be real. Sometimes they got to go through the trenches. They got to go through it to get the revelation that they need, that they can't make it without God. That they're tired of doing the opposite of what they know that they're supposed to be doing. For them to see, like, being with other people, this is not who really loves me. This is not who really cares about me. This is not, these people don't mean well for my life, but my husband or my wife do. They have been standing there waiting for me and praying for me and crying out for me. So I want you guys to remember that, and just know I will be back. This is brief. I just wanted to let you guys know that I am here with my hubby. Well, he's gone. He's gone to work right now, but I am here at the house with him now, and I'm just praying that God continues to cover and shelter my marriage and really conceal me and my husband's mind by his blood, that no weapons, though they try to form, they cannot prosper against us, because greater that it is the Lord that is in us than the one that is in the world. I speak victory over each and every one of our marriages. That enemy cannot have a say-so on what God said is so in his word. God is the truth. And as I said to you guys before, when he give you a word, he give you a promise. I don't care. Stand on it. I don't care how long it is. Stand on it till the manifestation of that takes place, because he is true to what he says he's going to do, even when it don't make sense and we can't understand and it looks funny and it looks like it will never happen. That's a lie. It will. Everything happens in God's perfect timing. So with that being said, I thank you guys for joining me, and again, I will be back. God bless you. May God keep you. And may you feel encouraged. Please go back and look at my other videos, because this has been a journey, and it's still one. It's still a journey, and I welcome that journey. Now it's a journey of healing, together with my husband. So again, thank you guys so much. I love you guys. I'm praying for you, and I will talk to you later. Bye.